Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for the past week and a half, I've been playing Kashtira Regenesis, and every event that I went to, I've been pretty successful. So I've been third at 3 locals in the past week, and then I took it to Vancouver Regionals on the weekend, and I got 20th place there. So it's safe to say that this deck is pretty good. It can compete with Meta, has a pretty good Rizal and a Malice matchup. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting off with the Kashtira package, I like the Kashtira package more than the Bestials just because of this card. Unicorn is super good right now. Malice, it rips the white binder and access code, and then for Rizal, obviously you rip the detonator. So 3 Unicorn, 2 Fenrir, 1 Theosis, 1 Birth, and 3 Pressure Planets. So I play 3 of these because you need to see a Kashtira Unicorn in your opening hand to play your Regenesis combo. Now for the Regenesis cards, 3 Regenesis Archfiend, obviously. This is your main starter of the Regenesis engine. 1 Sage, he is the Omni Negate. 1 Regenesis Lord, he is kind of the big beater. It has 5,000 attack in the battle phase, plus it sets a Regenesis spell or trap. Regenesis Warrior is the Compulse. Regenesis Dragon is the Cosmic Cyclone. Regenesis itself is a search or dump. It's also a Monster Reborn, so it does a lot for basically for free. 3 Regenesis Code. This is like an E-Telly of the deck and a Monster Reborn from the Banish. And Regenesis Birth is the Book of Moon and Soul Charge of the deck, and it's pretty good. If you just birth the Malice's normal summon, it's really good. If you book the first Exceed that Rizal Mitsurugi makes, whether that be the Dual Drive or Feral Imp King, it's also pretty good. Plus, it helps get names in your graveyard to recur all your Regenesis cards back. And yeah, on that note, all the Regenesis monsters, if you don't know, they all, if it's sent during your opponent's turn, they all come back in your end phase. So now for the hand traps, you have 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Fualos, 3 Imperm. Now the main deck hand trap count is pretty light at 12, but that's mostly because you don't want to run too many, because you need to see 25s for your Regenesis cards. So how Regenesis cards all summon themselves is, if you have a 25 on the field, you need to then you can inherently special summon them. Having too many hand traps could make you brick, so I want to load up on Kashtira Unicorns and Regenesis names. For the one-ofs, a Crossout, Talents, Called By, and Prosperity is really good. Don't need your extra deck pretty much at all, honestly, in this deck. I was thinking of testing Extravagance. Maybe I'll try that next time. For the extra deck, 2 Big Eyes, 2 Shangri-Eras, 1 SP, 1 Underworld Goddess just to get over towers, a Flare Metal Dragon just for time. It's a time card because it burns. Chen Ying, so this would be any level 7 and a hand trap like an Ash, just to get over big bodies. Same thing for Psychic and Punisher. It's an Ash plus level 8, which is Regenesis Archfiend. This is to remove usually Floodgates. I came up a couple times to just to pop some back row. Dark Arm to the Dragon of Annihilation. Nightmare Phoenix, also just to pop back row. Zeus, I never went into it, but it's pretty good because you can Big Eye take an Exceed and attack with it, and then put a Zeus over it, and you get to keep it. Dragosack, Typhon, and a Ruddy Rose. Again, just for the the level 10, just Ash plus any like level 7, like your Kashtiras. Now for the side deck, which is what really wins me games, because the main deck itself, the end board isn't too crazy. You rely a lot on your Kashtiras resolving and your hand traps. So your deck is actually pretty strong games 2 and 3 relative to game 1. There can only be one. It's basically a game skip for Malice if they don't have an out. A lot of decks, honestly. 2 Dragon's Mind, which is like a Solemn Judgment for free if you have a 25 attack or defense monster on the field, which is basically your whole deck. I don't main it because it's only good going first, and at the regional I lost 5 straight dice rolls, so I didn't go first until round 6. So yeah, good thing I didn't main that. 3 Vanity Fiend, which is crazy. Once you have this on board, a lot of decks aren't playing Imperm right now, which I mean it's understandable because it's not the best hand trap. It's like it's just a 1-for-1. Floodgate hand traps like Drove and all the Charmies are better. But that just makes this card so much more scarier, is that they don't really have an out to it. Yeah, so Vanity Fiend is good. 3 Evenly, it's just really good against Odeon. It's really good against like everything, and most people are not expecting it. 3 Lava Golems, because the deck doesn't need its normal summon. It just breaks boards. And then plus it's a 25, so it starts your Regenesis engine. Shout out to Jin for giving me a play set of QCRs. And then 3 Lancia, which is a staple this format. And yeah, even though my main deck hand trap count is not too high at 12, these really help. Like, they can break most boards right now, and like it doesn't matter how oppressive their board is. Like, if you just Lava Golem their negates, like, they just go off. If you bait out their negates and just evenly matched, it's pretty crazy. It's kind of hard to talk about combo lines in this deck because it really just depends on your opening hand. But usually you'll find a way to get into these 2 cards, whether it be like a planet to get into your Kashtira engine, or a code or a Regenesis to get into your Archfiend. So it's pretty consistent to see these 2 in your hand because you have so many ways to search them. But what I like to do was Special Summon Unicorn, Activate Effect, Theosis. If I knew what they were playing, like it's a Fiendsmith deck, I would search the Birth, just because after they track, search Lurie, discard Lurie, assuming they have 1 more card in graveyard, you can Birth and Rip all 3, and then they don't get to their Fiendsmith combo. Plus you can Rip Sequence. Especially if you go first, you can Rip one card and then another card on your opponent's turn, plus Rip the graveyard. But if I don't know what they're playing, I'm going to Theosis, target Unicorn, Special Summon Fenrir. Fenrir effect, search another Unicorn. So now you have the Archfiend and Unicorn in hand. Archfiend can Special Summon himself if you have a 25. From here, you can activate effective search. I would either do Sage or Birth, depending on the situation and what else I have in my hand. A lot of times you'll might even have one of these in your hand already. Birth is good against Malice because you just set it and you Book of Moon the normal summon. Sage is good kind of against everything else, maybe Blind. Let's say we don't know what our opponent is playing, since this is game 1. I would grab Sage. Because I control a 25, I can Special Summon him. So here you have Omni Negate by destroying Archfiend, which will come back on your opponent's end phase, and then Unicorn Rip, and then Fenrir Banish also. You would also have 3 other cards in hand. Hopefully they are hand traps. And yeah, this board is pretty standard to what I was making throughout the week. It doesn't look super OP, and that's because it is not. Like I was saying, the game 1 end board is not amazing. Like the other iteration would be Birth, and then maybe a Book of Moon instead of the Omni. But yeah, this deck is better post side, like I said, because you can just go Lava Golem evenly them, or you can just like, for example, you didn't normal summon here, so you just like sit on Vanity's Fiend, and what are they gonna do? They have to hope. They have to hope they draw the Imperm or the Droplet, and like I said, a lot of people are not playing the Imperm right now. So yeah, let me know what you think about this deck list. If you topped with it yourself, let me know, as I'm still new to the deck and would love to learn more.